The order was clear. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth summoned nearly 800 of America's top generals and admirals to a secret meeting in Virginia. No explanations, just a directive. Be there. The scale was staggering. Commanders from every theater, pulled from posts worldwide. This wasn't a routine briefing, it was a reckoning. Hegseth, a former Fox News host and Army veteran, was determined to reshape the military's culture and leadership. Earlier that month, he'd announced a dramatic cut to the number of four-star officers. Now he wanted every senior leader in one room, face-to-face, to deliver a message that couldn't be filtered or ignored. The Pentagon confirmed only that the secretary would address his generals. No agenda, no details. The move left the military's upper ranks uneasy. Never before had so many senior officers been gathered for a classified meeting. For a few days, America's military brain trust would be in one place, a single point of focus and a single point of risk. The world was watching, and the generals were on their way. The stakes had never felt higher. Details were scarce. Attendees knew only the time and vague location. The secrecy fueled speculation. Was this about a new war, a catastrophic failure, or a political loyalty test? The only leaked phrase, warrior ethos. Hegseth believed the military had grown too bureaucratic, too distracted from its core mission. He wanted a return to discipline, lethality, and unapologetic patriotism. For the generals, the message could be inspiration or a rebuke. The administration's tight control kept the press and foreign intelligence guessing. As the officers filed in, they wondered, was this a call to arms or a warning? This meeting was the product of a seismic shift in U.S. strategy. The Trump administration was finalizing a new national defense strategy, one that put America first at its core. For decades, the Pentagon focused on projecting power abroad, especially countering China. Now the priority was shifting, homeland defense above all. Resources would move to border security, domestic threats, and missile defense, pulling back from global commitments. For the generals, this meant rethinking everything. Fewer overseas bases, less focus on alliances, and a new definition of military leadership. Trump and Hegseth saw the military as overstretched and subsidizing foreign security. The new strategy was a direct order: pivot inward, defend home, and execute without question. The era of expeditionary warfare was being re-examined. A new era, Fortress America, was beginning. The meeting's urgency was heightened by President Trump's explosive rhetoric against Russia. Days earlier, he'd called Russia's military a paper tiger and urged Ukraine to reclaim lost territory. Trump's public taunts were a high-stakes gamble, daring Putin to respond. Meanwhile, Russian provocations were escalating. Jets over Estonia, drones in NATO airspace. The generals faced a contradiction: prepare for homeland defense, while the president's words risked igniting a European war. How could they plan a strategic pullback while bracing for a possible great power conflict? Trump's challenge to Putin was clear. If the paper tiger bit back, it would be these officers managing the fallout. The stakes were global. Trump's rhetoric and Russia's provocations put NATO on edge. The alliance's core promise, collective defense, was being tested as never before. America's commitment was in question, even as Russian threats grew. The generals were told to focus on defending the homeland, yet a European war could demand massive U.S. intervention. Could America pivot inward and still guarantee NATO's security? The contradiction was stark: disengage, or prepare for war in Europe. As Hegseth spoke of warrior ethos, the real question was which war and whose. The secret meeting exposed the deep fault lines in America's strategy, leaving its leaders to walk a perilous tightrope.